Alrighty, hey there, guys. We are finally back to Blue Archive. I will state this real quick as a little bit of a warning. No, we're not fully back. Well, to Blue Archive. We're only going to go back to Blue Archive and Uma Musume, which we will be starting with Chapter 4 next Thursday. Only when me, Victor, and Panda, me, Edgy, and Panda are not doing Dying Light, like today. We're going back to One Piece after this hour is over. I also do want to point out that due to the YouTube now streaming on YouTube, this might change sometime in the future. I'm not 100%. We'll be reading an episode, and then I'm gonna alt tab to the chat just to respond to like messages and that stuff. But yeah, we are finally back to Blue Archive. Finally back to Blue Archive. And we're finally on to Chapter 3. And you already see that this one's gonna be a doozy. Especially compared to the fact that Volume 1 has 3 chapters. The third one I am working on, but we'll be coming back to that later. And 2 only having 2. But Chapter 3, 4. This, until the final episode came out, was the longest chapter in the entire game. No, longest volume in the entire game. But here we go with Volume 3, Eden Treaty. Gehenna and Trinity Academies are sworn enemies. Will they ever see eye to eye? We begin Chapter 1, Makeup Work Club. Here we go. Save the troubled youth of Trinity who are at risk of falling out. Take charge of the Makeup Work Club and lead your students to success. The Eden Treaty is a promise to put an end to hatred, so to speak. It's a pact to cease the long-standing rivalry between Trinity and Gehenna. In other words, it's an effort to build trust and hatred that would only continue to fester if left alone. You think of it as a peace treaty between Gehenna and Trinity. However, now that the General Student Council president has gone missing, the pact is worthless. Eden is the name of the paradise from ancient scriptures. It's beyond me why the General Student Council president chose it to begin with. Perhaps it was because she had a sick sense of humor. Are you aware of Kibotus' 7 koans? The 5th one relates to paradise. Can we prove that anyone has ever reached paradise? Like each of the koans, this question's intent is vague, but it can be interpreted as referring to an inherent paradox in proving the existence of paradise. If paradise exists, then the ones who will reach it will remain there for eternity, forever enveloped in joy and satisfaction. If someone does leave paradise, it's because they weren't fully satisfied, so it was never paradise to begin with. Therefore, those who reach paradise cannot be found, and should not exist outside of paradise. So, can you prove the truth of someone who does not exist? The purpose of this 5th koan is to be unanswerable. Does truth that cannot be proven become worthless? What is the true question behind such cynicism? Eden is the paradise from scripture. It exists nowhere and cannot be found. In other words, it's nothing but a sweet illusion conjured by dreamers. I'm sorry if I sounded like slurring saying dreamers. Yeah, dude. You see, surely this is the metaphor behind the treaty's name. Sensei, you may find the story that's about to unfold to be unpalatable, It's a story meant to make you uncomfortable, uneasy, and leave you unhappy. I will be she states uncomfortable, uneasy. There is some heavy stuff. We don't go super dark. Like we're not going to go as dark as like the eclipse from Berserk. No way. I mean, the big thing from the eclipse. There is gonna be some. You'll see what I mean. But yeah. A cynical story that would that will make you doubt people and truth. Gloomy, sad, painful, and ultimately bitter. Yeah. But entirely truthful. I ask that you not look away and see it through to the end. For that is your responsibility. The Eden Tree. Okay. Right. Episode 2, Makeup Work Club. I can't stand this anymore. I'm in agony, torment, misery. And it's all your fault, Sensei. Yes, this is how this starts. A student screaming at us and it's all our fault. Me? Wait, what? You're going to hurt Sensei's feelings if you keep saying things like that, Koharu. Remember, they're only here to help us. Besides, Sensei only came to help after you'd already failed your past exams, right? You're just a task force. It's not my fault I have to miss so many classes. You will see Koharu make this face a lot. It's similar to Aru's scream. Strange. It applies to the other task force members. Yet you're the one who failed, Koharu. Goodness, Azusa, are you trying to tell Koharu she's intelligent? You can interpret it that way, but the reality is that sometimes life is just like this. You know that life is agony, torment, and misery, like she said? That's deep. What? You're the one being singled out. You'll feel too. If I'm dumped, then so are all of you. You guys. Yep. Hifumi's back. No. We're not going to see the return of Faust. We're not going to see the return of Faust. Don't worry. It's actually time to actually get deep with Hifumi. It is the whole lot of you. That's why you're all in Makeup Work Club to begin with. You, and you, and you. And you too! What did I do? Okay, Koharu. Deep breaths. Calm down. Calm down! We're not going to be expelled. If I'm expelled, I'll be kicked out and just as task force. But that... I can at least sympathize on that front. Expulsion is not an option. I won't go down without a fight, no matter how futile it may seem. I don't know. Getting expelled doesn't seem like the end of the world. Rather. Excuse me? Hold on, Mickey, what's out? Sorry for yelling. What I mean to say is, the whole reason we're here is to avoid being expelled. But if we don't start putting our heads together, we'll all be expelled in a week. I think this needs something more than a cliche like, put our heads together, Saul. What if we thought outside the box instead? Like, let's put our bodies together. How does that sound? Get your head out of the gutter unless you want the death penalty, you perv. Didn't you hear yourself? Doesn't even make sense. Ma, you don't even have a very active imagination, do you, Card? We could always try it out together. What? Back it up. Personal space. I don't want to know. Here I come. And Koharu was glumped. No, let me go. Save me, Sensei. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry to snap to you, Hanako. Please let me go. Fascinating. I've never seen such an effective restraining method in close quarters combat. This will prove most useful. Why would you twist their joints first? You made too many unnecessary moves with your hands. And Hifumi is just what we're all thinking. What the Sensei, please? I'll try, Hifumi. But no promises. Thank you, Sensei. Also, headcanon. We say, I'll try, Hifumi, but we look at Koharu and Hanako, because Hanako's still, who are still on the ground. Hanako just hugging Koharu to her body. But no promises. We're all going to be expelled at this rate. A few weeks earlier. Now, before I begin Nagisa, because I do want to do a little bit of a disclaimer. I don't think I said this during Volume 1, because yes, if you remember, it's that this is related to that favor that we owe Trinity for them helping us with Kaiser. I always imagine Nagisa speaking with a posh British accent. I will not be fucking doing that a lot. I'm going to try my best, but she will be the only one that I think speaks British in for Trinity. And yes, Trinity is supposed to be more based off Britain, as you basically could see from the background. Hello, Ryu Sensei. It's good to meet you. I'm Kirifuji Nagisa, the host of the Tea Party. And this is Misono Mika, a member of the Tea Party like myself. Today's Tea Party hereby welcomes Shallei Sensei. Also, I'll wait to make this joke when we start the next episode. Episode 3, Tea Party. I'm wondering what you might look like, Sensei. You don't look all that different from us. I think I like you, Sensei. What do you think, Nagisa? I want to do a point out. It's like you have Mika who's standing and Nagisa who has the sitting animation. Get used to Nagi having this animation. Having this portrait, by the way. This will be what we will see until a very, very later event. How later? After Volume F. I don't believe it's polite to comment on such things in front of Sensei, Mika. There's no shame in affection, but there's proper time and place for it. Oh, is that how it works? Sorry, Sensei. Guess I was being too informal. Guess you should say something like, pleased to meet you. Well, it's nice to meet you too. I did not mean to make that sound like I was snoring. It's like, no. If memory serves, you're the first person outside of Trinity to be invited to the Tea Party. This is normally a place that ordinary students could scarcely hope to be invited to. Geez, Nagi, that makes such a big deal of it. You can very easily see how different they are night and day. Nagi and Mika are night and day. That wasn't my intention, Mika. Right, my bad. I'll keep a lid on it. We brought you here because we have a small favor to ask. And what's that? Hold on, Nagi. Are we really going straight to the point? Do we, make small talk or something? Chat a bit to break the ice? We talked about how great the weather is, what we ate yesterday. Should we really be skipping all that? Is the tea party supposed to be all about social gathering? You can stare at me with those pretty eyes all you want, but I'm not backing down. This has to do with proper tea party etiquette. You're more than welcome to uphold these values when you're the host, Mika. I am the host at the moment, so you will be following my lead. Night and day. Forgive me, it's unsightly of us to quarrel in front of a guest. Why don't we change the subject as Mika suggested? You like the Trinity Student Council presidents, right? Yes. Yes. This question is legit, is actually right. Tea Party is the student council for Trinity. Whoa, Sensei can actually read the room. Can really read the room. Take a good look, Nagi. Those are some grown-up conversational skills. Listen to eloquence and flow. Ignoring that, yes, you are correct, Sensei. We are the student council presidents of Trinity. You might be wondering why there are multiple presidents. It's a tradition of Trinity Student Council to have multiple presidents serve simultaneously. Because of the tie that Trinity is, how Trinity it would be Britain in the situation of the world, I'm not quite sure what the multiple presidents thing would be related to, because I'm not British. Hey, why'd you ignore me, Nagi? Before Trinity was unified, the representatives of each branch academy would hold tea parties to resolve any disputes. Are you really doing this? So mean. My feelings. The representatives of the Pater, Phyllis, and Sanctus academies came together to hold tea parties meant to create an atmosphere of reconciliation, and since then... You're straight up ignoring me, Nagi. How are you doing it? You didn't just get back at me. You're the worst. Without a trade friend you known for over 10 years. And Nagi's still going. Nagi is still going. The Student Council of Trinity has been called the Tea Party, and representatives of each faction host. Will you shut up? I'm in the middle of something. Can you not keep your mouth shut? Mika? On and on and on. You don't shut that little yap of yours. Also, yes, if you did hear correctly, we were hearing punching sounds. I'll stuff it shut for you with a roll cake. And by the way, yes, that is a meme. It's also a joke they do in the game, because if you have Mika and Nagi in the same party, Mika has a Nagi's active skill, the timer based one, will actually has her giving treats to characters to heal them. Mika's a cake roll, and it's her choking on it. If you want to look at, I don't have either Mika or Nagi, because Nagi is a limited unit, so she's only tied to whenever her banner's up. Mika, meanwhile, is our first ever festival limited one, which means she is very rare, like once a year. Luckily, all fest students, I will be pointing those particularly those out when we get to them, but they are that basically there's only there's only 4.5 students that have their normal versions. Fest Limited. Mika is one of them. We have not met the well, alternate version, swimsuit version for Hoshino, which we will be covering that event later. Because reminder, all events are canon, and a school uniform version of Neru from Millennium are also Fest Limited. We will be getting I will be getting a chance to actually pull for Mika and the various other Fest students in a few weeks. Because Trinity Summer 3 is the end of this next month. Because goddamn it, Trinity needs third summer. Anyway, back to the story. I'm just just taking a sip of tea. Pardon me? I don't know what came over me. My apologies, Mika. Sensei. So scary. Get to the point eventually. What we're requesting of you is rather simple, Sensei. Yeah, simple, but important. Very important. You take charge of the Makeup Work Club. Makeup Work Club? Yes. Put it plainly, we want you to operate a special class meant to save failing students. Oh my god, we're doing actual teaching work. Like, oh, like imagine what just getting to this point. It's like, we want you to operate a special class meant to save failing students. Wait. So, you guys aren't debt riddled and want me to help out, nor are you basically just a club that's about to be kicked out and want my help. You just want me to actually be Sensei. Trinity is an academic institution with long history of intellectual excellence. Then we get to Mika. It's like because he was probably just the article all about the amazing things Shelly has been doing. Finding cats, cleaning streets, delivering packages. Shelly may just be the greatest errand runners Kimonos has ever seen. Ironically, we've done none of these. We've done none of these. So it's like, what the hell? Where did this come from? Where did this come from? I think there's someone who could stick with all our most tedious work right in our noses. You're a savior. I wouldn't go quite that far, Mika. Why not? That's what we're doing, isn't it? Besides, you're a teacher, Sensei. These days, lectures are held on Blu-ray discs. While we still have faculty members, administration, guest lecturers, and associate professors, regular old teacher is pretty rare. And, yeah, actually having teachers is actually rare. Basically, what we're doing is just we're supposed to watch things and make sure things don't go wrong. A teacher is someone who uses their own knowledge to guide others, right? In other words, a leader. In that sense, a teacher is also someone who commands respect and gives others direction in life. That sounds perfect for a Makeup Work Club. Yes, but I've heard Sensei here isn't quite someone I'd consult with about my direction in life. I feel ya. We've heard a lot of stories about you. Save embarrassment repeating what we've heard. What reports are they getting? Anyway, we're in a bit of a jam, so you taking care of this would be great. The Makeup Work Club is simply an interim arrangement established to give failing students the help they need. Given it's being formed under these special circumstances, Dolly's extrajudicial authority will be necessary to have it established. It's a necessary expenditure if it's to help save failing students. What do you say, Sensei? Jill, you wouldn't turn away students in need. I won't refuse if it means helping students who need me. Yes, we did it! Thank you, Sensei! Very well. I didn't necessarily expect you to decline our request, but Never mind. Then please, take a look at this document. These are the students. Yep, each one a thorn in Trinity's side, so to speak. You could put it more tactfully than that, Mika. We'll put it this way. These are students in need of Trinity's love. Sure, whatever. Mika has no tact whatsoever. In fact, I'm pretty sure that Mika would probably think of tic-tac if you say tact. Wait a minute. Do you recognize any of these students, Sensei? Well, not exactly. We'll send you some documents with all the details. Do you have any other questions? What's the Eden Treaty? That's toughy. It's quite a long story, so we'll set aside some time for that at a later date. The information is classified after all. Regardless, it doesn't concern your work with the Makeup Work Club. Didn't the Tea Party have 3 student council presidents? Well, yes, but Dea isn't at Trinity right now. She's taken ill. Correct. Dea is supposed to be the one hosting this party, but since she's absent, I'm hosting in her place. They'll take turns acting as Tea Party's host. Though that also isn't any of your concern. Guess that's it then. Splendid. You can officially work for Trinity once preparations are complete. Once again, we appreciate your assistance. This will be a great help to us. Bye, Sensei. See you next time. Hopefully. It's actually unusual for every Tea Party host to be gathered in one place. Boy! Nagi's not wrong! Nagi is not wrong! And that will come to play at a very later date. I'm talking about future stuff, and I'm not spoiling. I don't act like we're always busy. No, this meeting with Sensei is the first time I've seen your face in a while. It's nice. I feel the same way, Mika. We'll be counting on you, Sensei. I will be escorting you from this point forward as the host of the Tea Party. I'll be in your care. I decided to see a student whose name I recognized on the list for the Makeup Work Club. Yep. Yep, yep. Really is you. Hi, Sensei. I can explain everything. Well... Yep. Poor Hifumi got herself into a little bit of a jam. Poor Hifumi. Failing Students, Part 1. So, the thing is, it's not my fault. There was a surprise Pororo show and I had to skip my regular exams at 10. So that's why I'm failing now. Don't look at me like that. I was sure they checked exam date, but I must have made a mistake. Yeah. Sorry. I'm not sure you have anything to apologize for. Right. So what happened was... Nagisa asked me to support you, Sensei. That's where the matter stands. Will you help Sensei lead the Makeup Work Club, Hifumi? What? Me? Yes, this is a responsibility that only an honor student such as yourself can handle. I'm not an honor student. My grades have always been average. That was before I started failing. I wish on you be rather compassionate. Besides, it's the time you paid your debt to me. Well, I take that to mean you agree. I'm counting on you, my makeup work club president. Yep. Hifumi's the club president. And also... repay your debt to me. Nagi's talking about when Hifumi asked her to help out with Abydos. It's just a temporary title. Makeup Work Club is only a provisional club. We'll be disbanded once everyone raises their grades back up. But until then, I'll be working with you, Sensei. Looking forward to it, Hifumi. I'm glad you're here. I don't know what I'd do otherwise. Oh, have you met the other Makeup Work Club members? There should be 3 others. I checked the list to see who they are. Let's go meet them, Sensei. We have our hands full with teaching and coming up with a plan to prevent them from failing. Wait, isn't this... Oh, no. I never enjoy having to come here. Hello? Is anyone here? Hello? Hello? Excuse me? What? Well, I'm... Are we being ignored? Maybe she's shy. Who are you calling shy? I'm just wary of strangers. Yeah, they call that being shy. What brings you to the Justice Task Force? We're here to find someone. What? You think it's Justice Task Force's job to find missing people? I mean... this isn't the place for that. We don't do volunteer work. That's not what we mean. We heard the person we're looking for is being detained here. They're locked up for disorderly conduct. So, Are you here for me? Yep. First time we met Hanako, she was in a school swimsuit. Would you believe that that Hanako does have a swimsuit version? This isn't it. We will be seeing her swimsuit later on. What? Tell yourself. I didn't want to lock it tight. You didn't even leave it open then? I just walked right out when I thought I heard someone looking for me. Can I help you? I'd expect to see a teacher here. You must be the one in charge of the Makeup Work Club, yes? Stop making it pleasantries. Go get dressed. You walk around there in swimsuit, you weirdo. Urawa Hanako. Second year for the Makeup Work Club. Arrested for strolling around campus in her school swimsuit. Currently in the custody of the Justice Task Force. Is there a problem, Mr. Shimoe? You can't wear a swimsuit in school grounds. That's common sense. But the school swimming pool is on school grounds as well. Do you prefer to swim without a swimsuit, Miss Shimoe? What kind of... I never expected you to be the kind of skinny dip. Then again, I've heard that the Justice Task Force likes to lead by example. Ridiculous! It's anything about a matter of preference. Are you insisting that nudism is the only acceptable lifestyle? Oh my god. Radical. Certainly, but perhaps worth exploring. Would you get back to your cell already? My seniors will be here any minute. Oh my. Are they all coming to compete with me as well? Yes, this is Hanako. This is Hanako. And a recurring phrase I will be saying will be, "Goddamn it, Hanako." Shut up, just get in there. Ta-ta, everyone. I'm a little preoccupied, so you'll have to see me some other time. And also, I will be straight up. I'm going to spoil this little tidbit. Hanako is doing this stuff on purpose. There is a legit reason for it, and it's fully on purpose. It's actually a really interesting reason, too. So what will happen to Hanako now? It's obvious. The penalty for DC is death. Summary execution. I don't think you have to go that far. She was walking around school grounds in a swimsuit. And it was multiple people. I don't understand. I know we have a dress code, so that's why I chose to wear my school swimsuit. Why wouldn't you wear your normal uniform? Oh dear. I do apologize if me doing a silly trying not to laugh voice when Koharu is like this makes it completely hard for me to be eligible. Just be sure to read. I'm sorry, but it's like I love the back and forth between Hanako and Koharu for this whole volume. It's hysterical. It's going to be difficult to talk to Hanako like this. Why don't we go meet the next member? Let's see. Next member is Shirasu Azusa. We returned. Mission accomplished. Shirasu Azusa has been successfully apprehended. What? No way! Oh, you're back, Kasumi, Bashiro. Thank you for keeping watch, Koharu. Wait. Sensei? Yeah. Yep, this is how we first met Azusa. Wearing a gas mask. Yes, I burst out laughing when you first see the Jesus fucking Christ. It's just a whole cavalcade of comedy. Shame. I could have gone at least 3 more than I had run out of ammo. Again, can't understand me because I'm going to be doing this just because it's me playing the bit into the bit, okay? But yeah, can't understand me. Be sure to read. Do your worst. I've been trying to withstand any kind of torture, so you won't be getting anything out of me. Shirasu Azusa. Second year for the Makeup Work Club. Occupied a tear gas storage area while being pursued for committing violent acts on school grounds. Just in case you were confused if the gas mask was because she needs it, no. Tear gas. She had this. And this is something she planned. Proceeded to use tear gas to resist arrest for 3 hours before the Justice Task Force finally apprehended her. Evading capture by laying traps in IEDs until the moment of her arrest. So, we have a free-spirited pervert-esque in Hanako, a good bean in Hifumi, and a terrorist in Azusa. What's next? We already know what's next, but it's like it's being snarky. Failing Students, Part 2. Yes, I heard you will be the one in charge of the Makeup Work Club for the time being. I imagine that you'll be very busy, Sensei. I apologize that we can't offer any help. Actually, you can. I want you to turn those 2 over to me. Never! On what grounds? They're shameless criminals! Settle down, Koharu. The Tea Party contacted Shally specifically to request Sensei's help. Those two fall under Sensei's jurisdiction as the one in charge of the Makeup Work Club. Those are the rules. What? Well, if you say so. Well, it serves them right. What better punishment than being lumped into the Makeup Work Club? How humiliating. A team of degenerates and outcasts. I'd die shame if I was forced to join a club like that. Oh, Haru. There's only one left, right? Yes, that's right. I should have spoken up sooner, because the thing is, last clumber is Shimoe Haru. Me. Shimoe Koharu. First year for Makeup Work Club. On the verge of flunking after 3 consecutive Fs. No. Cannot return to just the task force until she is no longer failing. It should be noted. Actually, no, I'm not going to do that. I love the shot. I love this shot. We have Koharu's crying. I stole her swimsuit, didn't make her change, and no one made Azusa take her gas mask off. Oh, so these are the other members of the Makeup Work Club? I don't need to be doing the inhale, exhale. It's part of the bit. I can't do crying without laughing. It's because of Kaneko and Azusa. Mostly Azusa, though. Azusa. Well, here we are, everyone. This is the Makeup Work Club. The real challenge starts now. What do we do now, President Ajitani? A group of young girls, alone with someone far more experienced in a secluded classroom after school. My, how scandalous. I'm not sure what you're suggesting, but I couldn't care less. I have enough resources for us to take shelter here for months if need be. Someone please kill me. Sensei, a little help? I'll do what I can. Thanks. I'll try my best too. What time? Okay, we have enough for time for at least two more episodes. Breaking the ice. The Makeup Work Club members briefly introduced themselves. That's long and short of the situation. It's just a temporary arrangement. Let's try to make the most of it. Pleasure to meet you all. And she took her mask off. Hanako got a close on. Gaara's still probably crying. Are there any questions? None. We're doing special after school training in addition to our regular classes. It's simple to understand. Basically, the goal is for each of us to pass the special academic evaluation exam that's coming up. We don't necessarily have to ace it or anything. We just have to not fail us all. And they will do everything to help us too. We'll also get 3 attempts at the exam. When we pass the first one, we won't have to take it again. That means our makeup work would end early. Sensei's role will be to manage and supervise us while checking our schedules. We can also turn to Sensei for supplemental lessons to our regular classes. Understood. Our objective is to complete this mission together. We must gather here every day to train in order to do so. Essentially, there is gathering people trying to avoid dishonorable discharge. This is gathering people trying to avoid dishonorable discharge. I see no reason to sabotage this arrangement. Exactly. Oh, come think of it. You transferred here not very long ago. Is that right, Azusa? You must still be getting used to the academy. Work hard with Sensei, you'll finish your makeup work in no time. Oh, is Miss Shirasu a transfer student? It's rare for someone to transfer to Trinity. Well, at least that's what your file said. Oh, no, did you not want me to share that? No, there's no point in hiding the truth. Don't worry about it. Adapting is merely a matter of putting in the appropriate work. You wouldn't mind me calling you Zusa, would you? No. Why would I mind? Wonderful. My classmates are Zusa, Hifumi, and Koharu. I like the sound of that. We're soldiers fighting the trenches at his makeup work. You may act like an ice queen, Zusa, but I can tell you have a sweet side. And all of a sudden, we just have the most death stare from Koharu ever. Jesus Christ. This can't be right. Koharu's eyes look like they're filled with hate for some reason. You all. What did I do to deserve this? I refuse to accept it. What? Refuse to accept what? I'm an elite member of the Justice Task Force. Don't you dare look down on me just because I'm the only first year here. I'll be on this stupid makeup work club before you know it, so don't get too friendly. You have a point. I don't see the need for us to treat each other any differently based on class here. I'm okay with that. That works for me too. I'm not used to that kind of culture anyway. Besides, we're each here for our own benefit, so I don't see the need to pretend to be friends. Well... Great. Truth is, I've actually been keeping a secret from you all. The reason I've been failing recently is because I was taking a second-year exam so I could skip a grade. Skip a grade? Why would you want to do that? Why? Because I'm going to become just a task force's ace. That's how you failed, isn't it? I could understand trying it once, but why continue doing it after failing? Shut up! That's not what's important! The point is that I've been hiding my true power! This time, I'll take the first year exam. I'm sure to earn an excellent award, aren't I? After that, it's farewell to Makeup Work Club. No one said anything about being done with makeup work if you win an excellence award. You're holding back? I see. Just so you know, I'll be taking the first year exam as well. Who cares? I'm done with the Makeup Work Club after the next exam. It's nice knowing you. That's all I'm trying to say. I have it all figured out, so pretend like I was never here. Bye. Good luck. He really left. Koharu's little mood swing is the cutest. On the other hand, it's adorable how Zusa never changes. I think I'm going to like it here. From that point forward, the Makeup Work Club gathered every day for after-school lessons. Yeah, one more. Exam prep. After-school study hall. I don't understand this question, Hanukkah. This problem is about prime factorization. You can use the divisibility rules here. All you have to do is... I see. Are you stuck on something, Koharu? No, of course not. FYI, the page you're on right now won't be on the exam. It won't be? I knew that. I was just getting ahead, that's all. I don't understand the meaning of this sentence, Hanukkah. It's the first verse of an ancient epic. It translates to, "O goddess of poetry, sing a song of rage." That one, I understand. How odd! How really odd that it's like, odd. We can take this beginning to actually do a little bit of things. It's odd. So Hifumi is essentially just kind of forced to be here because of Nagisa, kind of paying back the debt from chapter 1. Azusa is basically just the first year, so and a troublemaker, so she kind of should be here. Koharu. Yeah. If you were, yeah, you. I'm gonna put Spotlight. Koharu's stupid. She's an idiot. So that's kind of why. But Hanako. The two questions that Azusa was asking about, Hanako seems quite smart about that. How odd. Hanako, this one. That's a translation of an ancient language. Hold on a second. Let me grab a dictionary so we can understand it better. Oh, in that case, I think I got it. Gaudium et spes joy and hope, I think. Also, there will be a little bit of Latin in this chapter, so if I mispronounce something, please forgive me. Correct. That's the slogan of Second Council. More importantly, can you read that language, Azusa? Yeah, I learned a long time ago. This is going well. Isn't it? Hanako seems to have a real knack for tutoring. And Azusa has the real will to learn. And since Koharu says she was hiding her full potential, I have a feeling that the exams will be a breeze. What a relief. To be honest, I was really worried. In fact, the tea party gave me an order to start boot camp for the second exam. Any one of us fails the first one. Boot camp? Yes, that's how far they're taking things. If anyone fails all 3 exams, what exactly will that entail? Nothing. I don't think we have to worry about that, so let's not jinx it. At the rate things are going, the exam should be no problem. By the way, did Hanako fail by missing the exam like I did? I mean, she seems so good at studying. I don't know how else she could have failed. Day of the first special academic evaluation exam. Also, I think we might go to. I might do a little bit of a check of things. I do have it. I'll explain when we're done with this. Good luck on the first exam, everyone. I don't need luck. I'll see what it means to be an elite. Just you watch. Here goes nothing. Understood. All preparations are complete. All right, I want to check something because we're on 7. Nope. 7. Wait, right? We're on 7, right? Let me just jump back out. Okay, yeah. Okay, yeah. All right. So for the record, since we will be cutting out a lot of stuff for events, because again, this has a few interruptions, and that's just during a lot of this, including some I'll be talking about when we get later into December. Basically what we're going to be doing is I've been fumbling words. Starting with chapter 3, volumes have actually been uploaded as parts. In this case, episode 9 is the first part of volume 3, chapter 1. So what we're going to do We're going to try to be basically matching that. So we're going to be covering 8 and 9 for this session. And then next Tuesday, we'll be covering what's coming next, which I will be talking when we're done with episode 9. The first evaluation exam. You will be seeing this image a lot, by the way. The group just study. Jimmy. This is well, things went well. Things went well. So the scores have been calculated. Good work, everyone. You just have to score 60 out of 100 or better. Everything's fine as long as you didn't fail. This test was practically a warm-up. Please tell us the test results, Sensei. We're ready whenever you are. Hifumi, 72. Result, pass. I did it. Next up is Azusa, 32. Result, fail. What? So close. Hold on. It's barely even halfway to passing. This was supposed to be an easy test. Koharu, 11. Wait a minute. What happened to at least your potential? Are you sure you took the first year exam this time, Koharu? You didn't take the second one year again. Maybe the third year exam? I can explain. This test was really hard. No, it wasn't. It was supposed to be easy. Oh my. What are we going to do, Hanako? Even if the two of us pass, we'll send the choice to take the second exam. Hanako, 2. A 2? Was I right? Is that even possible? What happened, Hanako? You look like you were seeing your element while studying. I'm totally give off that vibe. That doesn't mean I get good grades. 5? The 5? It has something to do with your grades? They were the same movie. Oh god. Oh god. Oh god. Makeup work club's going to boot camp. Oh god. What lurks in the depths? Welcome, Sensei. How good of you to join me. How are you and the Makeup Work Club faring? Yes, I heard the news. It sounds like the first exam didn't go so well. There's still 2 exams left, however. Oh, this? I was playing a game of chess. It's a hobby of mine. Something wrong? Aside from pawns, the black side only has a king and queen, whereas the white has 3 or 4 each of kings, rooks, bishops, and knights. I'm sure this game must look strange to you. Were you playing by yourself? Yes, it's just me at the moment. Mika isn't here to cause her usual distractions. I've been waiting here by myself to speak with you. Though it would seem there's something you would like to ask first. What happens to Makeup Work Club if someone fails all 3 exams? So, you heard about that. Hifumi must have told you. He's soft-hearted when it comes to such things, though that is one of her commendable qualities. Nothing out of the ordinary would happen. There's only one course that can be taken after repeated academic failure. Everyone in the Miko Board Club will be expelled. Expelled? It's only natural that Trinity have regulations regarding failure, suspension, and expulsion. The steps in doing so are long and arduous. Unlike Gehenna, Trinity follows procedure. The Miko Board Club, however, was created using a loophole that gets around those rules. It was thanks to Shalley's authority that it was established. After all, the Miko Board Club's true purpose is to expel students. Why would you do that? Because among them is someone who would seek to betray Trinity. There's a traitor? This traitor seeks to prevent the Eden Treaty from being signed. I suppose it's time to explain the treaty so that you might understand the gravity of the situation. The Eden Treaty, simply put, is a non-aggression pact between Trinity and Gehenna. Its main purpose is to establish a neutral treaty organization comprised of key figures from both Gehenna and Trinity. And as you see from this document, the Tea Party and the Pandemonium Society. How the fuck did Makoto agree to this? This organization, named the Eden Treaty Organization, will automatically interfere and resolve any conflict that breaks out between Trinity and Gehenna. In other words, this is an alliance that seeks to achieve peace by bringing two bitter enemies together. This will prevent all-out war between two academies, or if one flounders, then both will sink together. Sensei. The lasting hostility between Trinity and Gehenna has been a great burden to both parties. The Eden Treaty is the only way to put an end to needless hostility and keep the balance of power in Kibodos. This solution was suggested by the General Student Council President. It had fallen by the wayside when she went missing, but I've been able to restore its momentum. And now, just as we're preparing to finally sign the treaty, we receive intelligence that there are people planning to sabotage it. That said, we don't know who she is. That's why our next best option was to gather every suspect in one place. Well, rest assured, she is among them. We are disposing of the entire apple cart to rid ourselves of one rotten apple. Fortunately, Sensei, that's why we chose you to end that apple cart, to advise the Miko Board Club. My apologies. I realized I put you in the middle of quite the predicament. You have every right to resent me. Nagi, as for this, and from what we've seen, resent isn't the right word. It's more of a dislike. But don't worry. Resent is a word I would use later on. You wouldn't have told me any of this if you're only planning to use me. You are correct. It's good that you're quick on the uptick. Let's say, I would like for you to identify the traitor in among the Miko Board Club. They're already deceiving you and Trinity as we speak. She is a terrorist, and terrorists do not wish for peace. They think they can risk the safety of Kibodos for their own personal gain. Finding the traitor is for the sake of Kibodos' peace and safety. Surely that's something you can sympathize with as a representative of Shalley. No, I'm going to find a solution my way. Will you now? Though do remember the apple cart. If you can't spot the rotten apple, you can simply tip it over and dispose of them all. There are many ways to alter exam results. For example, the contents, location, or difficulty of an exam could suddenly be changed at the last minute. Of course, it would be a shame if such a thing happened, but then again, pardon me, Sensei, I'll continue to leave the Makeup Work Club under your care. I love to say that you personally won't be exposed to any unpleasantness because of this. I somehow doubt that. Right, I make no promises. But knowing you, someone who couldn't bear to leave a student behind, I can hardly predict how things will ultimately turn out. I only hope that the end of the story will be a happy one. Oh, but there is one thing I want to make clear. We didn't interfere with the first exam in any way. I promise you that. If you insist on doing things your way, and I hope it was something that benefits Trinity. Well then, until next time. And with that ominous declaration from Nagisa, we end part 1 of Volume 3, Chapter 1. Like I said, this was the first half. As you see, there are 17 parts. So when we return, we will be finishing Chapter 1. However, next up, we will not be continuing the main story. Next Tuesday, it's event time. The default positions are all these in order. So we will be starting with the first 2 summer events next time. Well, not doing both of them. We'll be doing the first one next Tuesday, and then the following Tuesday should be the next one. Ironically, if you think, oh, why are you doing these events in near winter? This isn't just basically timing. America, the Global Blue Archive will get summer events in the winter, in near middle of October, end of the year. It's just not just timing for me. And yes, this is Hyakyako Summer 2, which is the most recent event. But yeah, that is Blue Archive for this week. Just closing out the game. And I'll jump to face cam. But yeah, with some very ominous words from the current host of the Tea Party, we're just leaving for summer. But yeah, like I said, this is the longest chapter. Longest chapter of the game. If you want a big example from all 4 chapters, we have 89 episodes from this. And that, again, that is all 4 chapters of this. Volume 1 at 1, having to count chapter 3, is 83, and volume 2 is 45. Actually, no. Now that I think about it, looking at the thing, this is the longest chapter. This is the longest chapter because not even volume F is like that. Not even volume F reaches 80. But yeah, so we're gonna go on a little bit of an intermission, and I will be back with One Piece. Be right back.